You mad at me? So what? I'm here now. Let's go. Story time. Boom, boom, it's story time. Boom, boom, paranormal Chicago activity. With Katt G. Y'all, I am an adult. I have a life, okay? I got to go to work. And speaking of work, to the people who saw me working at Navy Pier this weekend, hey girl, hey! Any hoozy. Y'all want part 3 to the supernatural barbecue and the war that was going on across the street from my mama's supernatural friends? Right. Come on, my babies! Okay, so boom. Remember, the lady told me I could come back and I could ask whatever questions I want to ask, all right? So, 2 days later, listen. All these boxes showed up at our house. My daddy was mad as hell, okay? My grandma sitting there looking at my mama and she like, for real? And my mama like, listen. Don't ask no questions. We gonna be good. My daddy ain't had no words because she not dipping in his pockets. He gave her them car keys and was like, go ahead, don't do what you do. Just be safe, please. Katt, go help your mama. And off to Hyde Park we went. So we get over here to this lady house and we ring the doorbell. Again, it's a million boxes, okay? I don't know everything that's in these boxes. But we go over to the lady house and this man answered the door. And the only thing that I could think of was, what's the butler name off of the Addams Family? Lurch? Him. Just black. He looked at her. He said, oh, Miss Angie, we've been waiting for you. Then he looked at me and he came down to my height and said, hello, bright one. How are you? I looked at that man and was like, I'm ready to go back home. I don't want to do this no more. My mama pinched the fat of my arm back here. I looked up at her. She said, pull it together. I said, oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. That man started laughing. He was like, give me the car keys. We'll take care of it. If I ain't got to do nothing, get a man the car keys. Thank you. We walk into the house. Remember, on the outside, it looked like a little bitty cottage. On the inside, it's a big-ass marble mansion. Every time we came into this house looked different. The walls is different. The stairs is different. It's the same marble staircase. However, like, the railing is different. The treads on the stairs are different. How, bitch, what is happening? 3 days ago, when we walked through this door, it was staircase, long hallway, front room, parlor. You don't go up there unless that's where your people is having some type of party situation. And the other side is like glass room, office with a whole bunch of plants and a fireplace. The shit is fucking gone. Where the rooms go? Where did the rooms go? You not gonna tell me in 3 days, somehow, some way, in the 90s, you just poof, open floor concept. How am I looking all the way back to your kitchen, lady? Hello, adult human, are you not seeing the shit that I am seeing? Hello? My mama holding my hand. She get the moving. I don't move. She turned around, looked back at me, talking about, so what you doing? What am I doing? What are you doing? What are you doing, ma'am? Hello, mama? No. This woman gonna sit up here and say, you agreed to a deal. Didn't you agree to a deal? Yeah. And you agreed to a deal, ma'am. Get to explaining. She said, girl, I ain't make no deal with you. I'm your mama. I ain't got to explain nothing. I said, no. No, ma'am. Because I'm pretty sure you said that if I did what you told me to do, when we come back, I can ask whatever question I want to ask and y'all go answer it. Get to answering. My mama said, who is the adult? I said, oh, okay, who's a woman of her word? The lady get the cackling at the top of the stairs. I'm talking about her laugh is ringing through the whole entire house. She glides down the stairs. I'm talking about Morticia Adams. Down the stairs. She ain't got no feet. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Ain't no way in hell she was on her feet. My mama look at her and say, I'm so sorry. I know she just walked through the door. I am so sorry. She said, oh, no. She been going off ever since y'all got in the car. know that? She said, I know you know. You just not thinking right. Because humans told you that couldn't be correct. That woman thumped the middle of my forehead. I said, you know what? You know what? If this is what it's going to take, I don't want it no more. She said, yes, you do. Now think. How would I know that? What is different about where you've been in the last 3 days? And I'm sitting up there thinking, and y'all, listen. Freak me the fuck out. It still freak me the fuck out. But I'm amazed by them at the same time. An owl randomly popped up on our block. Randomly out of nowhere. Middle of the night. Ain't never in your life have you ever heard an owl on 75th in Michigan. But baby, you hear, whoo, what the fuck? I say it out loud. My mama eyes big as hell. And then I was like, wait, come to think about it. It's been a woodpecker in our neighborhood for the last 2 weeks. And I ain't heard it since we came over here. My mama took a step towards me. She said, oh, now you want to realize that. You not in danger, girl. Didn't your grandma tell you that? I know my grandma told me. That woman said, I think it's about time you knew about supernaturals and the hybrid den that you're standing in. Mrs. T, that's her mother's name. She is looking at me like we are looking at each other eye to eye. She done came down low. And she's like, remember the last time that you was here, I told you that my great-great-great-grandfather, he was a warlock. Well, he was a healing warlock. And the only way that he could do his healing magic is if he went under the disguise of being a doctor. Well, he had a helper who was a nurse. Well, he thought she was a nurse. He thought she was a human nurse. Come to find out, one day when he was doing some type of practical magic on this woman, it ignited her banshee and she went fucking ballistic. He helped her out. And after that, of course, she had to come clean. So when she came clean, he was like, oh, so that's why things been working better since you've been here. I want to keep you around. But y'all, like, I'm listening to her, but something is happening in the back of my brain. Like it's doors opening in my memory. And it's this one door is fucking rattling. I feel it. I can see it's trying to open, but I can't get it open. There are eyes. Her eyes. First of all, her eyes are brown. Like they're brown like mine are right now. But then it looked like little golden specks just started exploding in her eyes. And I cocked my head to the side and I was like, ooh, wait a minute. And her daughter is on my side, bouncing on her toes. And she says, oh yeah, man, it's happening. I turn and I look at this girl. This is the first time that I actually really looked at this girl's eyes, because the first time that I met her, she freaked me the fuck out. I wasn't finna look. But now that I'm looking at her, I see giant green eyeballs. And I know these eyeballs. I had to take a deep breath because my heart is jumping. My heart jumping is finna leap out my throat. My mama see me sweating. She say, Katt, I blinked and said, Lily? She screamed at the top of her lungs, she's here! Me and this girl screaming, jumping at the top of our lungs. Her mother is standing there crying. Now I know why I know this woman's eyes. I've met her mother 1,000,000 times. This is Lily, the girl from the portal in my closet. I'm in her fucking house. I jump into her mama's arms. She says, oh my God, my little Katie did. I've missed you so much. My mother's shaking. She said, ain't no way in hell. We blocked you. We blocked it. And I said, you can't keep me from my best friend. And Lily said, nope, never, ever again. And I would be able to still see her today if it wasn't for the fact that there was a war across the street with the family that they was in the beef with, and she in jail for it. That's the next story time.